Good evening, I'm Jim James, you're watching Catch It Live Sports. We've got St Helens hosting the Warrington Wolves, or at least the highlights. Let's get on with it. It's Warrington waiting to get us underway. They're kicking from right to left. Warrington before kick-off, they sit in second place. St Helens, they are in fourth. Kick comes in, and it's going to be the first drive of the game from Klemmer. Saints will be starting this first set of 6, about 15 yards out. 4 tackles gone. St Helens on the 10-yard line of Warrington. Walmsley's driving it in. Gets an offload away there. Whitby. Oh, it hit him in the head. If he'd have taken that cleanly, that would have been the opening score of the game for St Helens. It was a decent enough offload by Walmsley. But Whitby was stood right at the side of him and the ball hit him in the face. No chance of him taking it. If he had have took it, I'm pretty sure that would have been the opening try for St Helens. But as it is, it's been given as a knock-on. I'm surprised they've not challenged that, actually, because it definitely came off the head of Whitby, not a knock-on. But I don't think they are going to challenge it. First chance to St Helens. So it will be scrum, head and feed to Warrington. Nobody believe Whitby, and no captain's challenge comes in. Gardner brings it forward for Warrington, and oh dear, he looks in a little bit of trouble there. The players, Jonny Lomax is calling the referee's attention here. It looks like he's done his shoulder. He's either dislocated his shoulder or he's in a lot of pain there. So Sam Burgess is not happy because now the referee's played on. But now the doctors come onto the field. Now the referee stops the game. And he's in a world of pain. Is Gardner. His night is done as he walks off. He's holding that arm. I'm not sure if he's broken something there, but it doesn't look good at all. So an early blow for Warrington. Still 0-0. Just over 4 minutes gone. Wellesby in at dummy half on his own 20. Spreads it left. No yardage gain there by St Helens. 2 tackles gone. Wellesby in at dummy half again. Spreads it left to Sailor. Sailor with a floated pass to Sirinen, who's out on that left-hand wing. Almost breaks through the line there, Sirinen. Not quite, though. Sailor comes in at dummy half, up to his own 40. Approaching the halfway line. He's brought down on the halfway line. Clark in at dummy half. Spreads it right to Walmsley. Walmsley breaks the line. Then he gets ankle tapped. 20 yards out. Clark in again at dummy half. Spreads it right to Jonny Lomax. Jonny Lomax spots a gap. He's going for the line. He's going to get over. He's over the line. The ball's come free. I'm pretty sure he didn't. They are going to go upstairs, but I'm pretty sure his ball carrying arm touched the ground short of the try line. And then as he was flipped over, the ball's come loose. So for me, that will be no try. Lucky there, though, for Warrington. Almost the first 4 points on the board for St Helens. Jonny Lomax breaking that line. Just seeing it now. Yeah, over the line, and the ball's come free. That'll be a 20-metre restart for the Wolves. But a scare there for Warrington. Saints just inside their own 40. Kick comes in. Thewlis. Oh, has he knocked that on in his own 5 yards? No, the referee says it's gone backwards. Ooh, my word. Jonny Lomax there has gone into that tackle. He took the contact on his face, and straight away he's waving. I think he's broke his jaw, or he's done something. That looked horrible for Jonny Lomax. The game's carrying on. Now the referee's stopping it because the doctor's on. He's with Jonny Lomax. Jonny Lomax, the doctor's holding his face like this, and Jonny Lomax is. He went into the tackle and he took the full impact straight on his face, and I think he's broke his jaw. We're just seeing it again now as Thewlis came in. Oh, I don't know if it was head on jaw or shoulder on jaw, but he looks in a lot of trouble there, does Jonny Lomax. Claret coming out of his mouth now. Fingers crossed he's going to be all right, because that is horrible. So both teams now losing a man due to injury, with Gardner going off for Warrington earlier on. Hopefully Jonny Lomax is going to be okay. 15 minutes gone, still 0-0, but there's been plenty of endeavour from both teams in this game. No points on the board though, as of yet. Daniel Saluka Fafita has come on for St Helens. That'll be his home debut. His debut, in fact, for St Helens. And here he is now driving it in. What a unit he is. Already taking 2 or 3 Warrington players with him. Blimey. Clark comes in at dummy half. Spreads it right. It's with Sailor. He had an overlap on the outside then, Warrington. He's wrapped up. Can't get the pass away. Still 0-0. 16 minutes gone. Is this going to be the first try for Saints? No, brought down 5 yards short. Sailor trying to sneak in there in the corner. That will be the first try of the game. This time Sailor's put it through for himself. He took that ball, put a little grubber kick through, reacted first to it. The ball kind of continued rolling towards the goal line, and he was the first one to get his hands on it, and his momentum took him over. 6 tries in Super League this season. 17 minutes gone. St Helens 4, Warrington 0. Taylor trying for the 2 points. Conversion after his own try. No problem at all, straight through the middle. St Helens 6, Warrington 0. Just had confirmation from Jenny Brooks reporting for Sky Sports that Zack Gardner has dislocated his shoulder. So they've managed to put it back in for him, but he looks still in some discomfort, as you would expect. He will be taking no further part tonight. No shock there then. Hopefully he gets a speedy recovery. 2 tackles gone. Warrington on their own 25-yard line. Fafita with the tackle. Referee blows his whistle, not standing square at the marker. That'll be a penalty to Warrington. Cheap yardage for them. Jenna Brooks has just given an update on Jonny Lomax. Doesn't sound too good. She said the club doctor has said there is a jaw injury. No shit, Sherlock. But concerningly, she said there was a paramedic went running past her with oxygen into the room. So he could be in some discomfort, Jonny Lomax. So hopefully he's going to be okay. Penalty to Warrington. 27.5 minutes gone. St Helens 6, Warrington 0. 4 tackles gone for Warrington. Matty Ashton on the 5th, tackled by Davis, who stood up and looks a little bit groggy. Now it's Thewlis trying for the line, and Davis once again trying to get in there. He's on the floor. He looks like he's not in a good way, actually. He looked not in a good way before he made the second tackle. Didn't stop him putting his body on the line once again, though. But he is definitely going off for a head injury assessment. This game is absolutely brutal. I mean, rugby league in general is brutal, but this match tonight, the big hits that have been going in, no quarter given, no quarter asked, that is for sure. 31 minutes gone, still St Helens with that 6-0 lead though over Warrington. Warrington knocking on the door and close, but no cigar. So the clock stops with 34 minutes and 37 seconds on it. A knock on by St Helens. Just before we get the restart, the physio's come on for St Helens, gone over to Mark Percival and grabbed him by the arm. Percival's turned round and said, "Go away," not as polite as that. However, as he's saying it, his gum shield's flashing away. So there's obviously been contact, it's registered, and now the physio's coming on saying you've got to come off for a HIA. Percival doesn't want to go, but the gum shield doesn't lie, and it is flashing red. Player safety. And with what we've seen so far tonight, there's been more action for the physio and the doctors than there has on the score sheet. But no, like I've said before, no quarter asked and no quarter given. Percival's going to have to go off as he takes that flashing gum shield out. Just over 5 minutes to go till half time. Still, St Helens 6, Warrington 0. I just hope Percival doesn't fail his HIA now, or else he's going to look a right plum, isn't he? He's saying, yeah, I'm fine. So fingers crossed. He does look fine, actually, but fingers crossed he'll get back on. Coming up to half time now. 5th tackle for Warrington. They'll probably put a kick in on Saints 40. They're not. They're going to run it. They've got a gap down the right-hand side. Hapoate, he's in at the corner. Number 4 for Warrington. I thought they were just going to put a kick in. They decided to gamble, and as that gamble paid off, it certainly has. Wellesby backed off a little bit in the corner, and Hapoate just took advantage of it. 4 points on the board for Warrington. Difficult conversion to come, but once again, did St Helens go to sleep? I think they thought the kick was going to come in, to be honest, and they all kind of backed off. Defence has been really good for both teams tonight, actually. But they certainly did. Sailor backed off a little bit there, then got involved in a tackle once it was too late. And who was that? Number... Tangi Noah it was. Tangi Noah with a lovely offload there. Well, not an offload, actually. The tackle just didn't quite come in before he got that ball away. And Albert Hapoate puts 4 on the board for the Wolves. That's the half-time hooter going, so he just needs, or Warrington just need, to get this conversion to go in all square at half-time. It's going to be a difficult one, but I don't think that would be an unfair result at half-time, to be honest. So it's going to be you and Irwin to slot this from the right-hand side. Got to stop my clock as well. Is it going to go? It's going to go right through the middle. We're going all square at half-time. St Helens 6, Warrington Wolves 6. So that has been an incident-packed first half, mainly for the injuries as much as the points on the board. Hopefully, the second will bring some more excitement. Stay tuned for that. Just before we start this second half, Mark Percival did pass his head injury, as did Davis. And it's not good news for Jonny Lomax. He's in a pretty bad way, I believe. He's on his way to hospital for further treatment. So, like I've said before, best of luck for him. It's going to be St Helens kicking from right to left to get us underway at the start of this second half. Last little bit of injury news, Geordie Crowther, he passed his head injury assessment for Warrington, so that's good news. First carry of this second half from Bentley. Gets to about 15 yards out. And Warrington driving that ball in hard. I've got to say, after that first half, I thought Saints, as I've thought about it, Saints were slightly better going forward. Defences have definitely been on top in that first half, though. So we'll hope for a little bit more scoring in this second half. Warrington on St Helens is 10. Central under the post. Ben Currie in possession. Looks for a pass, can't find one. Goes between Darryl Clark and... Well, he's gone between Darryl Clark and Joe Shorrocks. He's put the ball down. Curry's jumped up. He says it's a try. No, he doesn't look too convincing. Referee's going upstairs. On-field decision of no try. But it almost seemed like he was just going to take the tackle there, Ben Currie. And got a little bit of room between Shorrocks and Darryl Clark, and thought, hey ho, let's have a go for the line. Marcus Griffiths is the video referee, so Curry's got Clark to his left, Shorrocks to his right. The two defenders kind of put each other off, is anything. The ball, as he's moving towards the line, is... Oh, I think that's a try. That's if he's got possession. For me, that's on the line and a try. You can just see the point of the ball hit the ground there. For me, that's going to be on-field decision, no try. Video referee is going to go with try, surely. And it's not like he can say it's not clear, because if I can see it with ease, he can see it. So he will... What is the decision? No try. Oh, they're saying he didn't have full control of it. I think they're a little bit unlucky though, Warrington and Ben Currie. St Helens definitely riding the luck. We're just seeing it again. Well, his fingers are on the ball. That's debatable, but we go with the video referee. It remains St Helens 6, Warrington 6. 4 tackles gone for Saints. Sailor inside his own 40. He's going for a 40-20. It's just going to go the wrong side of the line for him. That's a bit of a mistake there. Well, it's a lot of a mistake from Sailor and St Helens. It's bounced. Oh, my word. 3 inches, just the wrong side of the line for him, but 3 inches is enough. So it's going to be good starting position for Warrington on St Helens' 40-yard line. 51 minutes gone, still St Helens 6, Warrington 6. 12 yards out from the line, Walker in possession, puts a little grubber kick through into the corner. Ooh, just too much on that for Warrington. I couldn't see which player it was who was coming steaming in. at the corner. But close but no cigar there for Warrington. They are knocking at the door though in this second half. Seem to be getting on top now, Warrington. St Helens, 3 tackles gone, just outside of Warrington's 40, trying to come down the right hand side. Can they get diagonal away down that right hand side? No, he cuts back inside. Touchline wasn't his friend. 4 tackles gone now. Sailor, 35 yards out. Looks to get an offload away there, can't do it. Darryl Clark comes in at dummy half, spreads it left. Whitby puts a high kick in from the 30. It's only gone 10 yards. It bounces, lovely, bounces for Smith. Darryl Clark tries stealing the ball. Smith he's broke free. He's going to go the whole way. Shorrocks can't get back to him. And all that, he's going to get over the line, puts the ball down. That's another 4 points on the board for number 26, Smith, for Warrington. And all that came because Darryl Clark, instead of going to make the tackle when Smith picked that ball up from where it was loose and it bounced, he had a half-hearted attempt at a steal. That didn't come off. And because he didn't wrap and tackle Smith, Smith kind of pulled the ball away. Clark couldn't react. Smith broke through nobody. And he's gone, 80 yards? We're just looking at this again. So Smith picks it up there. Darryl Clark tries to steal the ball. Smith says, no, you don't. But Shorrocks was the man who was chasing him, didn't have the pace. And Smith, he's gone almost the full length of the field. 4 points on the board and a simple conversion to come as well. It's going to be St Helens 6, Warrington 12. And in this second half, nothing less than what Warrington deserve. 4 tackles gone. St Helens on the halfway line. Darryl Clark spreads it right. It's with Sailor. Sailor breaks the line. He's over the 30. Coming up to the 20. Spreads it out right to diagonal. Slightly behind him. Does well to take the ball and stay in play. Sailor comes in again at dummy half. Spreads it left to Wellesby. Shorrocks keeps it going. It's with Whitby. Back inside to Shorrocks. He's put to the floor. 5th tackle coming up. Darryl Clark, centre field, spreads it right to Sailor. Sailor to Wellesby. Wellesby, he's going to get wrapped up. No, he gets the offload to Sailor. Sailor comes back across field, puts a little chip kick through. Warrington in behind their own post, making a real hash of it. And eventually Irwin grounds the ball. I thought for a moment there, it got stuck under his feet, and I thought there was a Saints player going to come steaming through. I think it was Dagnall. I thought he was going to come through and put his hands on the ball. It wasn't Dagnall, it was Whitby. And then I think it was, I'm not sure. But they get away with it, Warrington. And it remains St Helens 6, Warrington 12. It's warming up nicely. We're in for a good finish. Hapoate brings that ball out just inside his own 30 there. Now it's spread right to, I think it's Ben Currie. Oh my word! What has Klemmer done there? He's clotheslined Ben Currie, turns around and says, what have I done? You almost took his head off, man. That was a shocker. Absolute shocking from Klemmer. I mean, the referee, he's still on the floor. I think it's Ben Currie. They're going to send that upstairs. Sam Burgess doesn't look impressed at all, and I'm not surprised. It was just a lazy arm he stuck out Klemmer, and he didn't miss. Didn't miss at all, whether that's frustration or just bad timing with the tackle, but either way, I'm trying to see who it is on the floor. I'm going to say it is Ben Currie. And it didn't look good at all. I'm pretty sure the video referee will be getting involved in this. And if he doesn't see 10 in the bin for that, Klemmer, then my name's not Jimmy James. Wellesby's being called over now to the referee. We'll see what's going to happen here. Well, it wasn't Ben Currie, it was Thewlis. And it actually hit him in the throat. I think it was the fact that he almost took him off his feet that made it look worse than it maybe was. But for me, possibly 10 minutes in the bin for that, but Klemmer has got away with it. And Warrington on the attack again, just outside St Helens' 30, driving that ball in. 2 tackles gone. Danny Walker comes in at dummy half, spreads it to the right-hand side. It's with Irwin. And once again, St Helens defence is up to the task. And it's that man Klemmer once again in with a good tackle. 5 yards out now, Warrington. 19 minutes to go, just under. They got that 6 points lead. And now they've knocked it on 5 yards from the post. That'll be scrum head and feed to St Helens. And once again, the Saints defence holds firm. Warrington on their own 10. Hayes sends it right to Bentley. Bentley gets smashed by Shorrocks. He didn't miss there, and he's now been left on his back. He's like a dead fly at the moment, is Bentley. He got the shoulder in there, Shorrocks, and now, he lined him up beautifully. Bentley bounced off him, and then the tackle was finished off by Clark. But I'm not sure if he's gone down with... First of all, they said he had cramp. Now they're having a look at his head. Nothing wrong with the tackle from Shorrocks. Just perfectly timed and he didn't miss. Once again, the intensity in this match, it's been brutal. So much good play. And for a scoreboard of, St Helens 6, Warrington 12, you'd think there won't be that much excitement in it. Not so. And as a neutral... I can say that with honesty. It's been a fantastic game so far. And we've still got just under 14 minutes to go. Plenty of time for Saints to get back in this and probably get a winner. I wouldn't also be surprised if Warrington, move another 4 or 6 points ahead. If they get a penalty, will they take a 2? Damn right they will. They're just interested in staying joint top with Leeds. We're just seeing it again there. Shorrocks got that shoulder in. Boom! Have a bit of that. And he did well to keep hold of the ball there as well, Bentley. Oh, my word. Brutal. Actually, they're putting it on report, but they're playing on that. There's not a foul in there for me. That's where the video referee should be standing in. And stepping up to the mark and saying nothing wrong with that. Because there wasn't. It was just a damn good hit. Warrington get us back underway. Ewan Irwin on the halfway line, puts a high kick in on the 5th. Wellesby on the 10, makes a right hash of that. He's knocked it forward, and then it's been picked up. They've given a scrum head and feed to Warrington here. It should have been a penalty because whoever picked that up was offside. But it's a scrum to Warrington. Hayes spreads it to that left-hand side. Thewlis cuts inside. Tackled by... Whitley, messing about with the play of the ball. Another set of 6. Liam Byrne stopped about 3 yards out. Powell's on. Ben Currie gets an offload away there. Picked up by Powell. Jinking and a jiving, 5 yards out. Sends the St Helens defenders. I don't know where they were going. They're looking at a game next week because they certainly couldn't get anywhere near him there. And he just puts that ball down over the line. That had been coming. For Warrington. And they move on to 16 points and a simple conversion to come. And it'll be that man. It's that man, Irwin. He's going to be converting his own try there. He just sent the St Helens defenders into a different match. Superb there from Warrington. Did him a favour now. They should have had a penalty because when Wellesby knocked on, it was picked up by a player in an offside position, but they just got the scrum instead. And as it turns out, it's going to cost St Helens 4 extra points than if Warrington had just taken the 2 had the penalty been awarded. Up against it now, St Helens, just under 10 minutes to go. They are going to be on 6 points, but they're going to be having 18 against them once this conversion comes over. Looks like Warrington are going to be staying top of the table. Well, going top of the table. Then it's up to Leeds. What can they do? Can they get their 2 points in this round 14 and go top with Warrington? I mean, it's not done yet. And we know what St Helens are like, especially at home. But I just get a feeling in this game, Warrington are going to be too strong for them and take the 2 points. St Helens on their own 40. Clark spreads it right to Wellesby. Wellesby puts a kick in on the outside. Matty Ashton takes that. Then he lets it go. Dagnall's going to be in. Dagnall's been brought down. He was tripped by Ashton. Now the referee has blown his whistle and it looks like Ashton, he could be in a little bit of trouble here. It was a kick coming into that right-hand side for Ashton. He took it, then he let go of it. Dagnall kicked it on, and then, oh, it wasn't Ashton who caught him though. Then he was tripped by Thewlis. So are we going to see Warrington ending this game with 12 men? So it was knocked on by Matty Ashton, who dropped it. Then there was a leg came round from Thewlis and caught the heel of Dagnall. That brought Dagnall down. 10 minutes in the bin for Thewlis. It's not going to matter as it happens now. 77 minutes on the clock. I've got to reset mine. So they are going to be finishing it with 12 men. Josh Thewlis sent to the sin bin. But that's a good penalty to take actually, because if he had have got in at the corner there, James Bentley was coming across, but if he hadn't have got it, Dagnall would have been in. 3 minutes to go. It would have been a 6-point ball game as it stands. It's probably going to be Warrington now who take the 2 points. Drama at the end. This is why we love rugby league, is it not? Walmsley driving for the line there for St Helens. He's tackled. He's knocked it on. That's going to be the ball game for Warrington. Whether they're down to 12 men now or not, the clock is on their side. Whew, what a battle it's been. But Warrington will be going top of the table tonight. That's a certainty now. This will be the final play of the game. Sailor kicks a crossfield past there. And looking for cross. Too much on it. It goes dead. That will be 2 points for Warrington. What a bruising encounter tonight. Full of entertainment from start to finish, as you would expect. Warrington finishing the game down to 10 men after Thewlis got sent off. Didn't affect the result though at all. Good effort from St Helens, just not good enough on the night. And that man for me, number 18 for Warrington, Irwin, man of the match in Jimmy James's eyes. Great with the boot. Got his try as well when he bamboozled the St Helens defence. Take a bow, Irwin. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button. If you can ping that notifications bell, I'd be ever so grateful. And if you can give us a thumbs up, that'd be superb. Also, don't forget, tomorrow evening, live, we have got the marquee match of this round 14. It's Wakefield Trinity. They are going to be hosting Wigan Warriors. 8 o'clock kickoff. I'll be on air 5 minutes before. Just go through the team lineups. Live chat will be open. Come and let me know your thoughts. Everything gets read out on air because it's never that busy. That's a good thing about having a smaller channel. So thanks for joining me tonight. Well done, Warrington. Commiseration, St Helens. Don't forget to join me tomorrow evening. I look forward to seeing you then. And we can relax. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye for now.